Dr. Lourdes Mota. I'm part of the consulting group for the School of Forensics of the UNAM. And I would like to know more about your Innocence project and how does genetics fits within that.
So the Innocence Project is a project that looks at people who have been falsely convicted in the courts in the United States. It actually started many years ago. I was part of a group that was first trying to look at how DNA was being used in the American courts. And the very early DNA cases were very poor science. The DNA evidence was done badly. But because there is a whole field of DNA, the scientists came in and said, no, you must do this right. And now DNA evidence is very reliable. But once we had reliable DNA evidence, we could go back to other convictions and ask, this person who was convicted on other evidence, like someone said, this hair found at the scene of the crime matches this person. This must be the guilty person. Well, you could get DNA off the hair and compare it to DNA of the person, and you could discover that someone who had been in jail for 25 years because of the claim that this hair matched was innocent because the hair came from somebody else. In fact, the FBI in the United States recently completed a study and made public a study that showed almost all the hair evidence given in courts was deeply flawed. There was a case where people were convicted and one of the hairs that they said came from the person who had been in jail actually came from a dog. It tells us that our criminal justice system is not perfect. We make mistakes. The important thing is we better admit mistakes. There are many other forensic technologies. People who say bite marks. Well, bite marks, there is no science of bite marks. You can't tell whose mouth that was, and yet there are people in jail because they say that bite matched this mouth. I think we must bring scientific rigor to our courts, and that's what this Innocence Project tries to do.